Hi, we're the Evans family, and we're the parents of Kyla Evans. I'm Tim.
And I'm Alum.
We'd like to take this opportunity to thank Eastern for honoring our daughter tonight.
And for agreeing with us that she's a very special person.
Thumbs up.
Coming to Eastern and playing on the basketball team for Coach Wendy Schuler was really about fulfilling a lifelong dream of mine. When I think about what sort of inspired me to take the career path that I'm currently on, I don't necessarily think about one moment in particular, but more of a series of things that happened that I really, frankly, was brought on by Coach Wendy Schuler. She very much prioritized service, and that was something that was important to her, and I think that had a huge influence on my current set of values. We were always doing different community service projects, whether that was volunteering at a Special Olympics event, building a house with Habitat for Humanity, and that was sort of my first, big exposure to the nonprofit world and sort of social services and what life in that world would look like, and I haven't looked back since. One of the goals that I had for, my life was to live and immerse myself in a culture that was very different than my own. And so I applied for the Peace Corps in 2014, left for Malawi in March of 2015, and was officially sworn in as a volunteer in May of 2015. I worked with a lot of youth during my time in Tingani. I would be remiss not to give my village a shout out. And one of the issues, I guess, was interpersonal violence. One of the things that I had the opportunity to do was serve on a task force, and we created a 5-year strategic plan to end child marriage in Malawi. One of the challenges that young women are facing in Malawi is the lack of access to feminine hygiene products. One of the things that Peace Corps did and that I was a part of was to create kits that had all the materials for girls and women to sew their own reusable menstrual pads. We compiled these kits for Peace Corps volunteers around the country to take back to their villages and do these pad projects with their communities. Working with these young women, I was able to see that there is just this incredible resilience, and there is so much more to the story than you often hear and see about poor countries in Africa. Currently, I'm working as a research assistant with the Human Rights Defense Center, which is a nonprofit organization that does advocacy, litigation, and communications and awareness around prisoner rights issues. And I also am pursuing a Master's of Social Work at the University of Washington. My concentration is in clinical mental health social work, so my goal is to become a licensed clinical social worker. Coach Schuler and the athletic department in general stressed performing well on the court, performing well on the classroom, and doing good along the way. And I can say that had a huge impact on my life, my trajectory, and the things that I've done since leaving Eastern.